Hi, beautiful souls. Today I'm bringing you comforting messages that you may need to hear. So we'll see what comes out for each group. And for group one, there is the um, Moonstone Crystal. For group two, the Amazonite Crystal. And for group three, the Black Onyx Crystal. So follow your own intuition and pick the group that mostly resonates with you. You can also pause the video if you need more time. I'll see you at your group. Hi to everyone who chose group number one with the Moonstone Crystal. So let's have a look. So we have the Hierophant with Journey. We have the Ace of Wands and Page of Swords in reverse with Wife. And we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with Money. So in this group I see that you have had mainly in the past sort of an issue with establishing something certain for you, some sort of tradition for yourself that speaks to you as that you feel true for yourself. Because I see in the past you traveling away and gone off on your own journey, away from the traditions that you had been grown within. I see you taking your own very singular path and journey in which you are seeking something different from the reality you grew up within, something that goes beyond the set of standards and values that were set for you as a child, as you grew up. I see you basically outgrowing certain modalities of going about life that you grew up within, maybe certain beliefs, yes, certain ways of living that didn't necessarily feel in line with what you wished to do. And so you went off on your own path, on your own journey, and took your own road in search for a renewed sense of abundance, stability that you would create for yourself. But I see that in the present you feel like sort of a lack of direction, especially when it comes to forming a stable relationship with a partner. I see you puzzled about how can you achieve this new form of stability that you're seeking for yourself outside of your family of origin by creating your own family. And you through this energy, of course, if it resonates, it feels like you're very puzzled on how to begin this new reality, how to begin this new family that you want to create with somebody. And with this Page of Swords in reverse, it feels like you feel sort of unprepared, as if you didn't have all the information that you need in order to line up all the dots and create your path, your journey towards this goal of yours. So there is this puzzled energy. I also see you fearing not to have the material stability that will come with partnering up with somebody, because the union of two people kind of creates that platform for abundance, for a certain form of abundance, because you unite forces with another person in creating a solid foundation. And I see you kind of doubting that in the future you will have the abundance that you need. But I see this money card. So this concern of yours in the future will drop, because I see you coming out of this poverty with the Five of Pentacles that came in reverse, and coming into some money. So I'm going to clarify now a little bit more with Tarot how you're going to come into this money. And it doesn't have to be just money, it can be also a sense of security, overall a sense of stability that I was talking about, this sense of I have enough, I have what I need, and there is nothing lacking, basically, because the Five of Pentacles can talk just about a sense of lack of resources. I already split the deck and I see the Ten of Cups with this Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So Ten of Cups would be talking about the union that you're seeking. But let's see what wants to literally come out as I finish to shuffle. So how are you coming into this abundance, let's say, generally speaking? Eight of Swords. I feel like you don't see this coming at all, because with the Eight of Swords you're blindfolded to it, so you literally don't know that this is coming. Yeah, Six of Cups. You are going to meet your soulmate. Honestly, this is what for me is coming through. Let's see the bottom of the deck. Princess of Wands. And there is going to be this new passionate beginning driven by a sense of renewal of life that's going to be exciting, and the development of sweet feelings with someone that is very dear to you, close to your heart. So I see this partner coming in your life, this soulmate with whom you will create abundance. So your comforting message is that you will achieve your goal of creating your family, and of coming into this overall abundance, a sense of fulfillment in every single way that you're seeking. Because I see the emotions of the cups, I see the abundance in terms of finances, and having enough, and coming out of poverty with the Five of Pentacles reverse, coming out of a sense of lack, a sense of neglect, a sense of feeling stuck in your overthinking and not knowing what the direction is, and having a new phase starting with this Page of Wands, a new exciting phase of your life starting. So let me now gather more for you. What other comforting messages does group 1 need to hear? Oh wow. Inner peace and miracles. So look at this rainbow. This is kind of a vertical rainbow. It's not even and it is a double one. It's not even a full rainbow. So you may have seen either recently, or you may be seeing in the short future, this kind of rainbow, which, to be honest with you, I actually saw myself. I saw just one, though I didn't see two, but I saw one kind of vertical rainbow the other day as I was driving, and it was literally against a mountain, or more like a hill, like a high hill that was on the road. So I literally saw this. This must be probably my message, but anyway. But I read you this card as well, and then there's going to be this sense of inner peace that's going to overcome you, like come into you, finally feeling at peace, and that some unexpected miracles are coming in your life. So let me see what this is about. So let me read for you these messages. Okay, inner peace, lily pond. Simply sitting next to a lily pond, watching the dragonflies soar overhead and looking at the luminous lily pads floating gently on the water can fill one with a sense of profound and everlasting peace. Lilies grow in many countries and have been given a wide range of meanings. However, one enduring image of the lily is the notion that out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. No matter how much darkness there has been in your life, you can rise into enlightenment and profound tranquility. So, this is about inner peace being your birthright, and tranquility coming when you realize that your life is unfolding according to a divine planning. And so this serenity is not something that you have to work for or search for, but it already exists within you. And in order to find this inner peace, it's important to simplify your life, to spend time in nature, and to listen to the messages that your soul is giving you. Because true peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. So the suggestion is to breathe deeply and fully, knowing that all is well. I'm going to now also read you this miracles card. So major blessings are coming in your life. This is called the double rainbow, of course. After the storm, the rainbow appears. No matter where we are, the instant a rainbow splashes across the sky, we usually stop and stand in awe. Some say that rainbows are messages from the Creator. Others say that they are a part of the electromagnetic spectrum phenomenon. But no matter the explanation for their existence, rainbows have stuck awe in the hearts and souls of many through time. Many traditions believe that rainbows are blessings from the Creator. A double rainbow is double the blessings. So here it says that the storms of the past are passing and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. So this is another comforting message that your guides want to give you this moment, because before starting this reading, I actually called on to my guides and your guides to bring you these comforting messages, and let's see what else do you need to hear that can bring you some comfort at this particular time when you're watching this timeless reading. Okay, 3 cards just flew out of this deck. We have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I will read this for you as well. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I really feel with this freedom card that the journey you went on is a journey that is of freedom, of independence, that the fact that you decided to sort of distance yourself from the old way of life that you may have grow within, as I see through these cards. It's not necessarily that you broke up with your family or anything like that. No, I don't see this in the cards. I mostly see you trying to pave your own path that is very much aligned with your own personal beliefs, and very much aligned with your soul purpose and your soul journey. So it's not necessarily about being in opposition to others, but it's more about finding your authentic path, the one that mostly feels comfortable for you. And I think you're embracing very much the energy of love for everything, for everyone, for life, even though you've had obviously some difficulties that I can see portrayed here in terms of lack of direction and feeling sometimes lack of abundance, maybe feeling somewhat isolated from others, or maybe isolated from resources, that you didn't have enough access to some very important resources for you. But I feel like you are aligning more and more with this energy of love, universal love, and of gratefulness. Let's see if there is more in the book that wants to come out. So let's see success. So I see you going on this journey towards success, abundance. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. So this is you overcoming this sense of lack, because you may have experienced some material lack, finances lack. The soul only cares about how you expressed love and compassion. So always, this is, I think, is a message from your guides telling you that regardless of what you manifested in a material sense, for as much as this material abundance could bring you some physical comfort in your physical body, on a soul level, you have achieved more than you may give yourself credit for. And to kind of, your guides are kind of coming here to remind you of the importance of this soul journey that you are on, and on the fact that all this love that you have and compassion that you have extended to others, and not necessarily focusing all the time just on the material wealth. It was not for nothing. It was really your soul journey, your soul purpose, and part of your journey here on Earth. And so never underestimate how important it is what you have done with your life, even if you haven't achieved all the material goals that you thought you would achieve so far. That's very much the message here. And in the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. So this is really reminding about valuing the giving to the value of love that you probably have held very high in your life, the actual value that it has got, and to never underestimate that. Let's see freedom. So your soul is open to receiving new wisdom and insights that will allow it to make the right choices for its own growth. Remember, you are never a victim of other people or their circumstances. You have complete control over your own choices, and this is exactly what you did. I see you going on your own path and understanding that you're not a victim, but you can make your own choices and guide your own life in a certain direction, the one that feels more compelling to you. By following your heart and being authentic to yourself, you present the real you to the world. Making decisions based on other people's expectation is not the true path to happiness. You already went there, you already got this. You are responsible for creating your own reality, and this is what you did. When a soul shifts to a place of honoring itself in its totality, free from judgment, only then will it find its true freedom. So fair play to you for having the courage to chase your own freedom, your own path, your own authentic self. Every soul is unique and follows its own path. Don't give it to peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You are the only one who truly knows the real you. So feel free to march to the beat of your own drummer. That's beautiful. I think it's very much in line with not feeling any judgment, like the fear of judgment of others, because they may judge you maybe on very superficial things like material possession or uh, your career or your accolades, something of that sort, your status. Be proud of yourself for your path, that as far as you've done. I see a lot of authenticity, which is a rare quality to find in people. So you know, your spirit guides here. I want you to acknowledge your own accomplishments, your own success, and then gratitude. This soulful card is telling you that it is time to stop, close your eyes, and become mindful of the incredible gift the universe has bestowed upon you in offering valuable and unique lessons tailored especially for your soul. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, for what will be, and most important, who you are. It is time to acknowledge to the universe how thankful you are for being provided these opportunities for insights and understanding. It is also time for your soul to share recognition of all those loved ones in your life, upon the earth or in spirit, who have helped form who you are now. So I see you being thankful for your family, for the way they brought you up with authentic values. At the same time, though, you needed to find your independence because you needed to go on your very specific soul journey. So that's what you've been doing. You may even find it helpful to begin to write a list of all the things you're grateful for in your life. When you put forth the contemplation and the energy to do this, it awakens thoughts that acknowledge your connection to all that is. By bringing yourself into a state of gratitude, it not only has a transforming effect on the energy in the sacred space surrounding you, but also brings about an overall sense of health and well-being. So practicing gratitude would be very helpful in order to feel more comfort in your life. Right. What else is coming, and what is a comforting message for you? Wolverine, fierceness. Yeah. Number 5, a number of change. You are on a very evolutionary path, I can tell, and you have been fierce. You have been climbing high. You have been really being this warrior, this fearless warrior. I feel. Let me read it for you here. Right. We should develop a sense of healthy fierceness. Right now, do not shy away from things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. You can be fierce, but not angry. Loyalty is important right now. So I feel it's like, first of all, loyalty to your own path and to your own values and to what you believe in. And yeah, and that doesn't mean being angry towards others. It just means not selling out, basically. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, I want to gather 2 more messages for you, and then this will be the end of your reading. If these messages resonated with you, please do support me by taking any action that you can, either liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing this with anyone you think could get comfort from it, and hyping the video if that's there is, I think, an option there as well. And leaving me a lovely comment. I love to hear your voice in the comments always. So joyful delights. I see these 2 horses embracing each other. Number 25 could be relevant for you. Let me read it in the book. Fun enough. Oh no, that's it. I was looking at the page number. I thought it was page 25, but it's actually number 25, so it's a different page. There you go. Engage wonder and delight to become more present. There is again this sense of wonder, you know, when we talked about the miracles and the double rainbow and the sense of awe and wonderment. There is definitely this sense for me of spirit telling you to embrace more sense of wonderment in your life. Sort of this wanderlust, you know, a sense of like having joy in the little things. Anyway, let's read it. 2 pained yearlings are immersed in mutually delightful exploration, aware of the very little else. The innocence of their youth allows them complete joy. So it's really about recapturing that sense of wonderment and joy that we feel when we are younger, and in their connection. So the joy also in connecting with others, an exploration of friendship. So this could talk about also feeling the joy in connecting with a good friend. They are intertwined with nature and lost in the moment. Nothing else matters but how they feel right now. There is purity in their experience. People can also find delight in this sense of presence. Being in nature often leads us to such feelings with minimal effort. The sky, clouds, colors, flowers, smells, and natural landscape feeds our sensory awareness and pulls us away from daily troubles and worries. So if when you feel down and troubled, even going for a lovely walk in nature and potentially with a friend, it could really help. We instantly become uplifted when we practice opening our sensory awareness and taking in the beauty around us or of our companion. We become even more present. Every day, seeking moments of wonder leads us back to our innocent days of discovery, days when there was nothing else to do but explore, no worries, no demands, no responsibilities, and no pressure. So, when was the last time you allowed yourself to return to your youthful innocence, finding wonder in nature or with another? What would being present in nature with animals or children and enjoying the moment bring you? How might you benefit from putting all of the demands and stress of life aside and instead seeking to return to your childlike state of being? What can you find wonder and delight about in this moment? So these are all very, very relevant points of question, I think, that you can make it like a daily practice, or maybe whenever you feel like you have the time to kind of let go of the worries. Let's see one final message for you, group 1. Set out, well, it says get out. This G is a bit strange. Get out of your head. Yeah, the worries, the thoughts, the overthinking, the trap of your own mind. Rest your mind, group 1. Let me read it for you from the book. Number 37 could be relevant for you. Let's see. Chicken head. When you cut off a chicken's head, a burst of electricity runs through its body's nervous system, causing the chicken to run in circles and flap its wings. This is symbolic of the intrusive and obsessive thoughts we think and allow to run circles around us, even though they rarely hold any real basis in truth. Chickenhead's medicine appears when it's time to put an end to the chicken in your head dictating your life. Witness the thought and understand you have power over it. Your power is to know it's just a thought, and if it minimizes you, it's not true, no matter how real it may feel. If it makes you feel less than and powerless, then there is no way it's true, because you are quite literally a scientific miracle connected to the infinite, ever-expanding universe. Chickenhead's medicine asks you to take a big sigh of relief, because whatever is currently keeping you in your head will work itself out. You're safe and you will find the solution, and the issue will resolve itself. Whatever you're currently dealing with is for your greater good, no matter how much the chicken tells you it's not. In fact, chicken's head's medicine brings you an exciting confirmation. If you are dealing with a current situation that feels disappointing, and as you obsessively thinking about it, you are being asked to understand that this difficulty had to happen to lead you to what you truly want. For whatever reason, there is a lesson being learned, and in learning this lesson, you will lead yourself to what your heart desires. Chickenhead's medicine demands you get out of your head now, because everything is going to work out. So these were all your messages. Thank you so much for your time here, and I wish you to experience lots of love for yourself and together with others, and to have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Hi to everyone who chose group 2. You picked this green Amazonite crystal. So let's see what you got. Okay, so we have for First of all, we had the Magician in reverse, clarified by the despair and haughtiness. And then we have the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Sweetheart. And then I got the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Falseness. And then I asked for another clarifier because I wanted an extra message to clarify this part. So then I got the Hermit and I got the Lover for clarifying the falseness. So I see you in your past feeling a sense of despair for something that didn't manifest in the direction you wanted. That kind of hurt your sense of pride and really hurt your feelings, I feel, since you show up as the Queen of Cups and this Sweetheart. So this is in regards to a romantic situation. So if you don't feel this is your message, maybe pick another pile or another reading, because this is what's really coming through here. This was a wish of yours to manifest a beautiful love story with a person that was your lover, and that you'd given so openly your heart to, because you are the embodiment of this very loving person that is so giving and so nurturing when it comes to emotions, so open to share. And though I see you experiencing disappointment and despair because things didn't go the way you wished, and I see you though in the future understanding that this person was not being honest with you, and therefore retreating your energy from them when this person is going to try to come back in the future with an offer. And so I'm going to now clarify what this comforting message is about. Perhaps it's about the fact that you will gain the clarity with the Hermit that you sought, in terms of understanding the true nature of this connection with this person, and the fact that you finally sort of get your closure because you understand that this was not somebody that you could really trust. So perhaps what is comforting in this message that's coming through here is the fact that in the near future you will sort of come to peace with the conclusion that this was more of a lesson, this connection with this person, rather than something that could actually work out. And sort of making peace with it, with this Hermit, and reaching a level of wisdom, possibly on how to better move in future connections, in order not to give openly unless you also receive openly from the heart space. So I will pull some clarifiers to further help you understand what is comforting about this situation that is actually very much brought you a lot of despair. So I see something that really puts you down on a very emotional level, and I'm very sorry to, well, you see, I split and I saw the Queen of Cups and the Prince of Cups. This person was probably very charming in the way they presented their love, but they weren't at your level because Prince of Cups is a knight and you are a queen, and so this person was not the King of Cups, not at your level of evolution on an emotional and art space level, and therefore it couldn't match your expectations in love. And so probably I'm going to clarify now what this wisdom is that you're going to, Wheel of Fortune. You see, you are up leveling on your soul journey. So this is telling me that you're literally reaching a higher level of evolution in your soul journey with this combination of the Hermit and the Wheel. And so whatever brought you down, you're gonna go back up because the wheel is spinning and this is in the right direction. It's not the wheel in reverse. So good fortune is ahead of you and new horizons and new possibilities are ahead of you. And spirit and your spirit guides are coming in here to tell you that there is better ahead of you, and to be wise enough not to sit in despair thinking that you are at loss. A better offer will come in, an offer that will be worth your while. That's the bottom of the deck. 5 of Cups. This is the message from your angels, your guides, to tell you that you need to overcome this sense of despair emotionally and leave behind what has been already spilled in terms of your emotions and what has already gone wrong, and to mourn as much as you need, but then turn around and look at what other possibilities there to share love with another, because this is the 2 of Cups here in the 5 of Cups that represents what is available to you as a next offer of love that will be at your level, where there is going to be a reciprocal energy flowing both ways. So the combination here is telling you, don't worry, this grief will be overcome by you and better things are ahead of you. And a new lover will come into your life, somebody that actually is able to reciprocate to the level that you are capable of, because you are a very loving person, an extremely giving person in terms of your emotions, emotionally intelligent and capable, and a sweetheart. And you need to be accompanied by a partner that's just as equally good for you, which is coming, is on the way with this wheel spinning in your favor. So let me get now more comforting messages for you from other decks. What is the comforting message for group number 2? Everyone who chose this group. Stillness. I'm going to read it now from the book. This is beautiful imagery of the swan. Frozen tundra. The tundra is a stark and severe landscape found in both the southern and northern hemispheres. It is usually bereft of most plant and animal life and can only support very low-growing plants such as mosses and lichen. The soil is frozen year-round, so it is impossible for trees to grow in that barren landscape. In the winter, the landscape is very cold and dark, and wild winds surge across the desolation. Even in the summer, the land remains frozen, although the surface can be soggy and covered with lakes, marshes, ponds, and bogs, that become heavens for millions of migrating birds. So, what this card wants you to know is to take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if for just a few moments, and mend bridges. Slow down, breathe, be still, go within. Listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate. Fix things that need fixing. Heal things that need healing. Think things through. Forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. Exactly. So this sort of frozen feelings that you got because, of course, when emotional disappointment and, and pain and grief takes place, it's a very hard place to bestow new life in terms of new life for love. And so it's probably a time of grief right now, but as I said, like, your summer will come, and this frozen state in which you currently probably feel in your heart will melt down and will create new sprouts for new life, for new things, for a warmer feeling of the upcoming summer of your life. So that's what this message of stillness talks about. So to kind of, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to forgive, to heal, as this card was talking about, and let things just unfold naturally as they need. Let me gather more messages for you, more comforting messages for group number 2. I send you a big virtual hug because I know how hard it is to have pain in love, when you have experienced disappointment in love. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Let me read it from the book here. So this is again as a call to have courage. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is extremely intuitive, so call on to your higher self, call on to your intuition to guide you through this period of despair and sadness, like that I see you experiencing. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you're changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. So it's about coming out of this cycle, about taking that step forward with courage. Potentially, I feel a step forward in the finding your own love within yourself. It's, the Queen of Cups is very giving in love with others, And the Queen of Cups, I feel, needs to learn to give love to herself first and foremost. So I think that's the step, the courageous step forward, because it requires learning independence on an emotional level from the people around us. And when we finally reach that level of self-love that's very real, then we come from a place of strength and not fear, and we do not depend as much from others. That of course doesn't mean that you do not seek love from another. Of course, we all have this innate desire to experience reciprocity of love with others, either it be in friendships, family, or love, or romantic love. But that doesn't mean that we need to be overly dependent. And that will be your point of strength, and how to overcome the fear of being possibly feeling lonely and kind of distraught. So that's the wisdom that I feel the Hermit is bringing. Let me see now, Orca. It says song lines. Number 30 could be relevant for you. Okay, let's see what this comforting message is about. Orcas are extremely powerful animals, very strong. So I feel there is this very big message about calling to your own inner strength. But let me read it anyway. This is what I gather intuitively. So you are walking in the bloodlines of your ancestors, but you are an individual who makes your own destiny. Seek better communication with family, nourish yourself, and exercise extreme self-care. Yes, the self-love, exactly. Share your skills with others. So you are the maker of your own destiny, this wheel of fortune, this destiny that's ahead of you. And because this part is the future. This is past, present, future in my spread. So you are the maker of your destiny, and it takes courage to drop the sadness, and it takes this strength and willingness to get back up and go back out to seek, as it says here, to seek what you want. Better communication. I feel the key could be also that when you meet the next person, that you really ask many questions before giving all of your heart, that you really seek sort of practical demonstration through gestures and actions that can back up what somebody is offering you as a proposal of emotions. So kind of double checking on what information is incoming, and first and foremost nourishing yourself, which means putting yourself always as a priority, your own well-being, prioritizing your own needs first and foremost, because you are a giver. I can tell from this sweetheart combination with the Queen of Cups, and people that are givers in their soul journey have to learn self-love, and people that are takers instead in their soul journey, they have to learn to give. So you see that this person probably that you encountered that was very disappointing was probably a taker, and it came in your life for the reason of teaching you the lesson of self-love, for as hard as it can feel. Let me gather now 2 more messages for you. Group 3, 2 comforting messages the Spirit wants to share with you right now. The Spirit guides are coming in to give you. Desert Barb. Look at again this sense of desolation, despair, desert, tundra. There is a lot about this sense of like desperation. There is nothing out there for me to fulfill my heart, but it's not like that. It's not. Spirit is saying there are opportunities for you ahead. Let's anyway read the card. This was just my intuitive hit there. Number 18 could be relevant for you. Barb. Let's see. Be solid with yourself and care a little less about what others may think. Being 100% true to yourself requires a tremendous amount of tenacity. Desert Barb moves across the arid mounds of sand with great strides and gestures. He is unapologetic about who he is and what he chooses to do. Stepping into authentic expression does not always guarantee intimacy with others. Sometimes it creates the opposite. Being big, flashy, unique, brave, gregarious, flamboyant, or possessing a healthy sense of self might be a strong mirror for others. Yeah, so this is a call to step into your full power with courage, to be your authentic self and to be your bold self, not to shy away from what you can trigger into others as a response. They may not like to see where they're not being true to themselves. The reflection might highlight their self-abandonment, which may cause a strong reaction in judging, ignoring, criticizing, or downplaying you. Their projection is about them. It is about how they have deserted their true self to fulfill their expectations of others. Desert Barb suggests you to not apologize for who you are. Avoid modifying your behavior or shrinking so that others can feel better. He encourages you to ignore or care a little less about how others respond to you. Yeah, because the Queen of Cups is extremely caring of the feelings of others, not to hurt anybody else's feeling, to the detriment of potentially sometimes her own feelings. Allow the higher vibrations of your true self to mirror others where they have abandoned themselves. Be clear that it is their work and healing to do. It is not suggesting you be careless or rude to others. What is most important is how you feel and think about yourself. Be real and be solid within yourself. So the questions that Spirit wants you to think about are: when do you tend to downplay or make yourself smaller so you can fit in with others or project their feelings? What might happen if you trust that your true self is the best gift you can give to others? Do you ever care too much about what others think? Do you ever find yourself being overly apologetic for who you are or things you say or do so that you may be accepted and included? Are you paying attention to how you feel and talk to yourself? So I'm going to give you one last message now. One more comforting message for you. If this reading resonated so far and you're liking it, please like this video and support my channel through either subscribing, hyping this video, sharing with others that may resonate and may benefit from watching this. And by leaving me a lovely comment, let me know if this actually was your reading. Sacred boundaries. This I feel it's very much like linking together with the rest of the reading. Number 43 could be relevant for you. So let's see what is the message here. But already I can tell it's about setting healthy boundaries for yourself and saying no to the people that try to break down these boundaries that you need. Tiger Palm. Tiger Palm is the medicine of sacred boundaries. Tigers are masters of their territory. In the jungle, Tiger says no to living near other tigers because she knows this will diminish the amount of food in her territory. Tiger says yes to living near the water, for she knows it is good medicine to relax and play in the flowing waters. Tiger is bold, again the courage, you see, being bold, and never thinks twice about whether she should allow something toxic and dramatic in her environment, nor does she ever feel bullied or coerced into doing something she does not want to do. Tiger is so strong because she creates firm boundaries. Tiger's power comes from knowing and honoring herself. We teach people how to treat us. Never expect others to automatically respect and treat you with the justice, love, and consideration you deserve, even when you treat them with kindness. Articulate and create boundaries through courteous speech. For many people, conflict is draining and they would rather avoid it. Still, if you are presented with a situation that continuously minimizes or belittles you, you must stand your ground and ask for respect. The mere fact of sticking up for yourself, it is so admirable. It energetically creates a level of esteem from others. Even if the other party does not hear you, you will have strengthened your self-worth by holding your boundaries, and this new level of deeper self-worth will reflect in other areas of your life. Boundaries do not apply only to behavior from others, but also the way we treat ourselves. Do you have guidelines for the food you put in your body, the people you create relationships with, the words you say, and the topics you discuss? Tiger Palm's medicine raises its hand in your spread when you are also being asked to level up the energy you allow into your life. Start scanning what behaviors you hold that do not align with I treat my body, mind, and spirit like a sacred temple. Tiger Palm's medicine directs you to set boundaries with not only others but yourself. So these were your messages, group 2. Thank you for staying with me, and I wish you to experience a lot of love for yourself and with others, and to have a wonderful day. Thank you again. Bye bye. Hi to everyone who chose group 3. Welcome to your reading. You picked the Black Obsidian, the Stone of Protection. Let's see what your cards are. So we have the High Priestess, clarified by Fortune. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by Malady. And we have the Page of Cups, clarified by the Pleasure Seekers. And I asked for extra clarifiers for this card, so I got a bunch of them that came out, which was the Ten of Cups reverse, the Ace of Cups reverse, the Ten of Swords reverse, and I also got the house for the clarifier of the pleasure seekers. So this is a particularly specific message, I feel. So if you feel this is not your message, please pick another group or maybe another reading. In the past, what I see here is that you received some fortune in terms of abundance. Material abundance somehow got into your life. It could be in many different ways, so I'm not going to try to specify which way you got this fortune. But with the High Priestess, you tried, first of all, to keep it to yourself, I feel. You try not to be too outspoken about this fortune you were coming in. And yet I see that currently there is somebody that has the eyes on your fortune. There is currently somebody that is seeking to steal from you somehow. With the Seven of Swords, there is somebody with malintention, with this malady card here, clarifying the Seven of Swords, that is trying to gain something out of your own fortune, whatever that may be. And in the future position, I see somebody trying to communicate with you and trying to make an offer of some kind. Maybe an offer that would seem appealing with the pleasure seekers, but that you will realize hides betrayal. And this could entail somebody, because the clarifier is the Ten of Cups, this could entail somebody in your family, either of origin or the family that you have created, that is the person that unfortunately is trying to make this sort of sneaky offer in order to gain something. And I feel like it's an empty offer. You see, the Ace of Cups that this person is giving is upside down in the Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is reverse. So I feel it's an empty offer, which you though will understand being so, like an empty offer. So I'll clarify further, but this sort of emotional offer, even of pleasurable time spending together, may be something that somebody will offer because they want to have access to your fortune, which may entail some form of stability, maybe coming into, let's say, becoming the co-owner of a house, specifically. Only take it if it resonates. Maybe, coming into this material abundance that you have. So this is kind of a warning from Spirit and your guides. Now, don't take this message if it's not for you. Pick another group if you feel this is not your message. And so I feel like I'm gonna clarify why is this a comforting message, because so far it actually is more of a warning, as it shows through the cards that came out, than anything else. So maybe it will be of comfort because it's warning you. And as I split the deck, I actually had the Six of Pentacles reverse and the Seven of Swords. So that was my deck when I split it. So again, the Seven of Swords is somebody trying to steal from you. Six of Pentacles reverse is somebody that doesn't reciprocate equal amount of energy in relationship with you. This could be literally your spouse that you will leave behind. Understanding is not a trustworthy person. Don't take this if it's not your message. As I said, this is a very specific one for only probably a minority of people will pick this group. And let me clarify. Okay, clarify why in the future there is going to be this this split, this finding out of betrayal, and kind of coming into realization that this relationship is not, yeah, Prince of Sword, yeah, this is literally like coming into this moment of realization with the sword of truth and taking action in the right direction, I feel. Let me clarify the Prince of Swords. Yeah, temperance, exactly. To rebalance and restore. So you're going to restore your sense of peace. There's going to be angelic presence after this betrayal takes place. This is past, present, and future in my spread. So you're probably, if this resonates with you, you're currently experiencing a form of betrayal and a form of deceit from somebody that's putting you in a difficult position, potentially even affecting you on a physical level, in terms of your health, or on your mental health. Like you are already, if this is not your reading, you will know, because you would currently be feeling nearly ill and upset because of the betrayal that is taking place, and because somebody is trying to take advantage of you and in the past took from your fortune that you had, from your resources that you had. So you will know if this is your reading, because that's your present and past that's coming out here. And I see you in the future. Basically, the comforting part about this is that you're going to gain clarity and a way of moving forward from this, and you're going to restore your inner peace and balance through angelic guidance as well and protection. I see a rainbow here, so there's going to be something good coming out of this struggle that I see you going through, and a form of stability as well, that you will regain after this betrayal. But let me gather more information through oracle cards. What is the comforting message for group number 3, as I see you going through pretty much of a hell of a situation? So I'm really sorry that you are experiencing this, if this is your message. And this is why this stone is very much, this crystal is very much good for you, because it's a protection crystal, protection from action that it's been done to your detriment. So let me read this openness card. There is a big moon. I feel like intuitively, first of all, I feel like this was kind of navigating through muddy waters to unclarity, through something that was so confusing for you. that made you really feel puzzled and feel fear, and your subconscious could pick up on something wasn't right. Your intuition, your higher self was already feeling something isn't right. Someone is going to take from me. You already felt that. Anyway, let's read the openness card. Openness. Secrets of the moon. The cycles of the moon affect every aspect of our life. The cyclical magnetic pull regulates the tides as it acts on our planet's waters. The moon even affects the monthly cycles of women. It's not an accident that a women's cycle and the cycle of the moon are approximately the same amount of time. In native cultures, when women lived in nature, it was not uncommon for them to menstruate during the new moon and ovulate around the full moon. Very interesting. It was believed that menstruation was the time that a woman had to be still, put her everyday labors aside, and renew. For all people, the dark of the moon was a time to incubate ideas, watch nocturnal dreams for signs, and be still. In modern life, we as culture don't honor these natural cycles often enough, and as a result, our lives are usually bereft of this important time of rejuvenation. So, what this wants you to know, what this message is about, is that when you receive this card, be open to receiving signs, be still, do nothing, be open, breathe, relax completely and thoroughly, incubate your dreams for the future. If you're trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds, rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to messages from your soul. The High Priestess, very receptive you are. This card can also be the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways you didn't expect. Yeah, the Temperance, the divine miracles, the divine guidance, the divine peace bringer, your guides that are going to be present to help you through these difficulties. Let's get more messages for you, more comforting messages for group 3. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I'm going to read the book for you. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Again, there is this message here very strongly about um, embracing the rhythms of life, which was also said into this openness card. So these two cards are backing up each other. And yes, because this is about you coming into your self-awareness, really having this, embodying even more this high priestess energy of listening, watching, observing, studying, absorbing the energy surrounding you before you do anything, and patiently guarding yourself. Like you see the moon again, there is a lot of this moon energy of respecting the cycles of life and going with what's happening without just looking at the angle, being patient with the course of events, and embracing the journey. So for as hard as it has been, I see it's been very hard, and I'm very sorry that you went through this, but clearly there is a soul purpose that's taking place here, a soul mission, a soul journey that it's happening for you. So let's see. Okay, my gosh, 3 cards. Dark Mythos. 42 could be a relevant number for you. We also have Soulmates, number 43, and oh gosh, 4 cards actually. Mystic Journey, number 12, could be relevant for you, and Grace, number 40. Okay, let's have a look at all of these messages. It's a lot, but because they all jumped out, I feel like you probably need them all. So let's go one by one. Number 42, we'll start with the first one that came out. Find the pathway out of crisis. Yeah, definitely. And move to the light. Light highlights the neck and face of a black stallion as he looks at you with great concern and asks if you are ready to move beyond the despair, anxiety, melancholy that you may be experiencing. If so, follow his lead, as his strength and wisdom can guide you to an understanding of your experience. Unlike horses, humans have a complex way of experiencing life that involves questioning the purpose of life itself, one's place within the world, and the search for inner freedom. External circumstances such as natural disasters, pandemics, and the death of an occupation or loved one drive us into high stress. Remorseful thoughts of the past keeps us in regret. It is essential to find the roots of one's dark and stressful feelings and to harness the ability to be with them through practices like meditation or breath work. Slowing down, again, the slowing down and living a simplified life like a horse guides you to more mental clarity. Being fully present, I see you gaining this mental clarity, as I said, with this Knight of Swords really spoke to me about mental clarity that you will reach. Once clarity is gained, a bold step or leap of faith is the best option. Moving toward a glimmer of light and the unknown can feel scary when what you know feels safer. Take a leap of faith and follow Dark Mythos. He is here to guide you to break away from your unconscious limiting beliefs about life and instead move toward the light. Do you have unrelenting and intrusive thoughts about the futility of life and your place in the world? Have you given yourself time to explore these questions? Do you continually get pulled back into the past with regret? There you go. Do you often feel you made the wrong decision? How much energy would you free up if you forgave yourself and faced the light? What feelings and emotions are you experiencing that you could embrace and explore before you attempt to move forward? What might you need to change to get beyond the debilitating experience of crisis and stress? I like that you have soulmates as well. Number 43. But let's see what the message is. Recognize an indescribable bond that makes you feel complete. Mutually agreeable grooming and intimacy transpire between two Appaloosas. They stand so close together that they mirror identical appearances. Their white coats with brown spots create an illusion of oneness and a deep merging of the spirits. Their background becomes muted as all their attention is on each other. Horses can bond with each other deeply. Could they be soulmates? Soulmates come into our life and light up a resonance and familiarity within our body and awareness. We look into another's eye and feel that we've met them previously or instantly understand them on a level not appropriate for strangers. Soulmates can be platonic or romantic relationships. Our soulmates can often care for and support us in ways others do not. When we meet a soulmate, it can feel like an indescribable bond that can make us feel complete. We see a part of our soul within the other. It is imperative that we understand the deeper connection, but that we are also very separate beings. Meeting a soulmate can be life-changing and enhancing. You may encounter many soulmates in your lifetime, or just one or two. You may not look like each other, as these two Appaloosas do, but there will be an undeniable sense of affinity. So I feel like there is a soulmate coming in your life, and a sharing of emotions with these two cups together, meshing with each other. Let's see the questions. Have you ever met a soulmate? What was that like? And how did it shape or change your life? How do you maintain your individuality with soulmates or others that you intuitively want to merge with? Do you long for the experience of meeting a soulmate? If you did encounter one, what would that give you? Could you give that to yourself instead? Let's see number 12, Mystic Journey. Surrender to higher guidance and trust the flow. Again, about the flow of life. A highly decorated winter spirit horse and her white eagle companion take on a rosy glow from the red light of a setting sun. So this setting sun, it feels like it's the end of a phase, the end of this phase of betrayal, I feel, and then the start of something new. They bring a message from the gods. There are greater forces that what can be produced by mortals in play at this time. A mystical realm is responding to your path toward higher consciousness and inviting you to rise above mundane actions or points of view. Surrendering to spirit guides can infuse you with hope and light and provide you with important messages. The ghost-like image of the white horse and white eagle invites you to ignite more trust in the guidance that is available to you. Yeah, the high priestess that you are, you have to really embody that energy of listening to this inner guidance. They offer you medicine that is not to be taken lightly. These spirits have come to you at a significant time on your journey, often reigniting the innocence and wonder we felt as a child can help us through challenges as an adult. This is a time to balance being an adult while also surrendering control and allowing something within or even beyond our imagination to emerge. Know that the white horse and ego surround you with their love and guidance. It is time for you to surrender and trust the flow. What challenges or risks are you considering at this time? How does it serve you to connect with spirit in your current situation? Is there any aspect of your life or relationships you're trying to control? What might be possible if you call forward your spirit guides and ask for aid? What would it take for you to surrender your agenda and trust the process? And let's see number 40, grace. So there's a lot about surrendering control and surrendering to the journey in this reading. Grace. Make a habit of speaking your truth with neutrality, gentleness, and kindness. The evening glow illuminates a pure white mare with a rosy radiance and casts a golden light on her mane. She demonstrates grace in her stride. The white mare is a symbol of purity and the revealing of one's most profound truths. If you follow her, you will go deeper into your authentic expression and feel aligned and true to your spirit and soul. The key to the truth is first to gain clarity for yourself. You may find clarity through walking quietly in nature, writing in a journal, painting a picture, playing with your dog or horse, or talking it out with another. When you find your truth, your body will have a strong feeling of clarity and resonance. Trust that feeling. Sharing your truth with others is a significant and sometimes difficult step. So again, this is about speaking your truth about the situation with grace. Yeah, speaking the truth does not mean we can cause intentional or careless harm to others. Another may prefer to avoid hearing your truth, and you cannot control how they will respond. You have the right to your truth, and they can react as they wish. Delivering your truth respectfully can be very beneficial for maintaining a bond and a connection with another. Being caring and sensitive to another without being responsible for their feelings is very important. Be authentic to yourself. Make a habit of speaking your truth with neutrality and gentle kindness. Each time you do, it becomes easier. Are you being truthful with yourself now, allowing yourself the space you need to be fully authentic? Is there any place in your life where you are avoiding sharing your truth? How can you be more respectful, neutral, and kind to another while sharing your truth? Are you abandoning your truth for the sake of avoiding another's response? So I'm going to now gather one last message for you. If this reading was in any way useful to you, and if you liked it, if it was helpful in any way, please like this reading. Share this with anyone you think could benefit from hearing these messages, and support my channel in any way you can by either hyping this video, subscribing to my channel, and let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if this was your story. Hopefully you gained some help out of these messages and some comfort out of it. Here it says, nourish the shadow. Number 33 could be relevant for you. And then you have number 8, small steps, big accomplishments. Let me read it for you. You got the most messages out of the entire other group, out of the other groups, because I feel like you're in a very difficult situation, and this is probably why Spirit and your spirit guides want to bring you so much comforting messages right now. So let's see, number 33, Jaguar. Jaguar represents the shadow, the subconscious aspects of ourselves we push away. Carl Jung says these aspects usually stem from situations we encountered as children that led us to feel shame, unworthiness, and abandonment. We then live out these programmed beliefs as adults. Jaguar comes to speak to us about nourishing your shadow. In this image, we see her drinking from the well of allness. The well is, in this image, inspired by Jungian analyst Marion Woodman, is our place of nourishment and absolute allness. Water is where all life comes from. Without it, we have no vitality. Many of us ignore and starve our shadow aspects because they cause us so much pain. We push them away and deeply criticize them. We chain our jaguar shadow and confine her to the farthest part of the backyard of our minds. She howls and cries for nourishment, yet we still ignore her. In her banishment, because of the lack of love, her power grows as the master of self-sabotage. Ironically, if you would begin a relationship with her, you'd find that she is your greatest asset and leads to fulfilling your life's purpose. Funny that we instinctively banish her. Jaguar's medicine asks you to create a self-task relationship with yourself and to ride the wave of hurt within. Every time a painful feeling arises, you now must tell yourself, I'm right here to feel this with you. I accept this uncomfortable feeling and I will ride it out with you. I'm here to feel this with you. If you do this, the emotions will always detox out and dissipate, leading to a much quicker healing. But you must be strong and endure the pain. Commit to riding the waves of emotion together within yourself. This is the nourishment your jaguar shadow requests. If you witness her, she will start showing you a new and indestructible power within. Your shadow is where your diamond lives. So let's read number 8 now. Small steps, big accomplishments. Turtle. Sea turtles migrate thousands of miles each year while swimming at a slow, methodical pace. The key medicine is that what you wish to manifest will take dedicated, consistent, and patient effort. Land Turtle reinforces this message about the slow process towards your desire, further speaking to us about how grounded this point of view is. Nothing represents being grounded quite like the land turtle, built sturdy and close to Mother Earth. Small, consistent efforts will lead to long-lasting success. Be patient. Do not rush for immediate rewards. It's the same message that came through with the patient card. So again, resonance between all of your oracles here. Understand that immediate gratification cannot sustain what is needed for long-term success. Shortcuts yield short-term success, and instant gratification is for the weak mind, which also resonates with the pleasure seekers. That's short-term gratification. While to build a house, it takes long time and patience and endurance. And temperance is a card that talks about patience too. So for as much as you would like to take quick steps with the Prince of Swords and a quick, swift action, there is a time and divine time for everything, temperance. So that's what this message is about. I know it's not an easy message to take in, but that's the medicine for the soul, I suppose, as is coming through. And this is a very promising card, as it speaks to happy results. So you will have happy results. You are building something great, and its full fruition needs time. Turtle's medicine shares that slow and steady efforts are of the most importance to you. Something powerful is in development. What is built slowly stands longer. Yes, this house, this solid building that you are creating with very small steps, which will bring these big accomplishments. Conquering the world. I see this turtle on top of the world. So you will get there. Just be patient with yourself, be patient with the process. This was your message. I hope you will experience lots of love for yourself and with others. And I wish you a wonderful day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this. And I wish you lots of blessings. Till the next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.